that I encourage our listeners to do is, if you have something knock you off track, start writing a list of 100 things you're grateful for immediately, because your body can't physically feel gratitude and appreciation, abundance, and scarcity and negativity and lack of at the same time. Yeah. So it's a great way to literally just shift your conscience, and so that way you can shift your next hour, your next week, your next month, instead of like, woe's me.
Right.
You know?
Well, what was me? It's just not fun. I mean, is that fun for anybody?
I don't think so. I think people kind of get stuck in that trap. And so when people are down and having a rough time and just got unemployed, or, just got diagnosed with a sickness or whatever, it's like, actually, those are the times that you need that gratitude list the most. Because those little tiny things that you're grateful for every single day will help you attract more of that.
Right, exactly. I love that you said that, because one of the things that I recently realized in the last couple of years was nothing actually happens to you.
Exactly.
You're creating it all the time. And so some people will say, "Oh, I didn't create cancer." It's like, if you're willing to look, you might be able to see where you might have actually created that somehow in your field, in your life, from whatever. And because some of the people that I've worked with, we've been able to unlock stuff like that, and you get to see, oh, I've been creating cancer because I decided I didn't want to live anymore. Right, when they were like 17. And it took 20 years to manifest in their bodies. But it's like, when you're willing to look at that, then you go, oh, we can unlock it, and then the dis-ease actually starts to go away. And it's so amazing how, like, this is, never would be, promoted in any sort of medical field, but when we start to look at what we're choosing and what we're creating, like we are, no kidding, we're choosing and we're creating everything. If you're willing to look at that, then it's kind of like you can create anything.
Exactly, and I think one of the things that I would like to invite our listeners to do is do it without judgment or disappointment for your life thus far. Mm-hmm. So if something isn't going well, don't say, "Look at what I've done my whole life. This is why I'm in this bad situation." Yeah. No, cool, awesome. Take ownership and say, "Now I'm more aware."
Yeah. Oh, look what I created, because we're brilliant creators, brilliant. Like, one of the things that I created
do tell.
A few years ago, which was a big fat poo pile, was I created $150,000 in debt.
Wow.
Right? So, and lots of reasons why, whatever, but, when I really got conscious or present with what I had created, I made myself wrong for a really long time, and I was like, I didn't want to look at it. That's how
avoidance.
I totally wanted to avoid it. And when I actually started to go, wait a second, if I created all that, what else can I create? And what if I actually start consciously creating stuff that expands my life versus destroys my life? And
how magical.
I know, right? And that's when things started changing. Because then I was like, wow, wait a second, what if I'm not bad with money like I thought? What if I'm not really this or that or whatever things
right, whatever judgment you were given.
What if I actually am good at that? What if I actually can do that? What if I actually, what would my life be like if I could actually have a lot of money? And in my world, I was like, well, how do you pay $150,000 off?
Yeah, at the time, it seemed almost impossible.
Totally impossible.
Right. And now you're like, oh, I can get that easily and effortlessly.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's like, I've paid off over half of it in 2 years. So it's kind of like, well, what else is possible now?
How fast can you pay off the rest?
How fast? I wonder. I'm just going to say this year, maybe it's fully done.
What if it's 2 months?
Yeah. What if it blows my mind? Thanks for that.
You're welcome, because it's amazing, but people always tie time when they're trying to manifest something. And what I always encourage people is not to add time to it, because there is no time delay. If we really are playing with this realm that we are our creators, that we have a total hand in what's happening, that there is no perception of time. In my book, What Would Faith Do? I talk about a friend of mine who was in Pampered Chef, and when I met her, she was like, Faith, I'm on my 5-year plan. In 5 years, I'm going to walk across stage as a director. And I said, what? She just started the business a couple months before. I said, what? 5-year plan? Are you kidding me? Whose sentence is that? And I'm like, is that what your director told you? Is that what the company told you? She goes, yeah. I said, what if you did it in 5 months? And her mouth just falls open. Like, no one told me that was possible. And I'm like, well, what if you could? And I kid you not, 6 months later, she was walking across stage as a director. And when she got back from being a director, she said, Faith, I would still be on my 5-year plan if you didn't help me create space for something more.
Yeah.
And so time is such, play with time in the same realm. Like, if you want to own your own home, what if you could have it now? Not in 5 years, not in 2 months, not in 6 weeks. What if you could have it now?
Right. Well, and that's something else that, I was looking at was my body really wanted to be in a luxurious home with a great view and a beautiful kitchen with granite